Hi, Lynn here, and today I'm going to show you how to make fabric yo-yos. Super fun project that uses up your scraps. Start with just a scrap of fabric. Just find something round in your house. I've got this little silver plate here, and it's 6 inches, so it's perfect for making yo-yos. So just place it down on your fabric. I'll pin out a little bit more. I really like this rotating cutting mat. This is a Sue Daily one. I've got a couple of other ones, and this one I like so much better. You can see how well it just turns. I like to use a smaller rotary cutter like this one from Kai. Just cut out your circle and see how nice and easy it is when you use a rotating cutting mat. Oops, I slipped up a little bit there. And you don't have to be perfect on this at all. I missed a couple little spots here. You start with your circle like this. Like that. Oh, this will make a really pretty one. Then what you want to do, you can tell that the circle does not need to be perfect. These little bumps, no big deal at all. You just have to be close. Take a needle and thread, and I'm using some yellow thread so you'll be able to see it pretty easily. But I usually try to use a coordinating thread. Just start somewhere and just fold it under, about 1/4 inch. And this is, you don't need to measure or anything with this. And you want to take a pretty big stitch. I hope you can see that here. I'm stitching like 3/4 inch apart. Normally we say, I have to have nice tidy little stitches for your hand stitching. But believe it or not, for yo-yos, the yo-yo looks a lot nicer with nice big stitching. And I'll show you a sample in just a minute. Just sew all the way around. And just keep stitching around. This is a perfect project. You can even take it on the go. Just take a stack of circles with you and some thread and just make yo-yos. It's great for just binge watching something on TV or just sitting around and having a conversation with your girlfriends or your family. Okay, we're getting, you can see it's not very accurate, but all the yo-yos end up being about the same size and nobody will know the difference. Okay, we're getting almost around to the beginning where we started. You can see these don't take very long either. Once you get on a roll, I can do one every 3 or 4 minutes. They're super quick and easy to do. Okay, we're coming around where we started. And what I've learned is it's easier to take your thread to the outside about where your knot is, because then it's easier to pull it too. Pull it out, and then you pull on your thread to form the yo-yo. And make sure everything's folded inside. And you can wiggle it around a little bit until it looks like a yo-yo. Pull it nice and tight. And then I'll take and just like sew 2 of these together with just an itty bit. Now you want to use an itty bitty stitch. Itty bitty stitch. Do my quilter's knot going through 2 different loops at the same time. Pull it tight. And I'm going to do a second little knot just to be sure. And when I talk about a quilter's knot here, so see I've got 1 loop here and then go back under my thread that came out. And what that does is it gives it a double knot. There we go. Trim your threads. And I'll just kind of scrunch it around a little bit. And here is my a little yo-yo. And you can see how with the big stitches, we get really nice and big folds, and you can close it in the middle easier. When you have, like this one had bigger folds also, and pulls nice and shut easily. This one had a little bit smaller stitches, and it's interesting how the bigger stitches, you really have less fabric coming into the middle, so it has the center closes better than with little stitches. That's how to make a yo-yo, and I can't wait to see what you do with your yo-yos.